Sagittarius 26, a flag bearer. We're studying here groups and one's relationship to the group. All of us are part of a group of some kind or another. That can stretch from the family on the one hand to the nation, and then beyond to the race. The fact that we're inhabitants of this planet may define us as a group should aliens visit one day. So whatever holds us together as a group is something that we're studying. The flag represents the group's identity, the group's principles, the group's policies, the group's aspirations. That's what the flag represents. It can be a physical flag, it can be an emblem, it can be a saying in Latin or something, but that banner that pulls us all together to say, let's identify ourselves collectively as something which has unity, and that unity is held together by the flag. The reason we do this is for many reasons, of course, but one is to gain economies of scale. We can hunt together and take care of the tribal concerns together much more efficiently as a group. We can pursue larger aims. As an individual, we can only achieve so much, but as part of a group we can achieve so much more. And we can go one step further in this understanding to understand that a group creates its own consciousness, group consciousness, which is not the sum total of all the individual members. It's more than that. And it has its own life. To create a group very often requires a particular leader, an individual. It can be done by 2 or 3 or 4 people, but it's a small number of people that create a group. And at some point that leadership needs to become more diffuse, to give more power to the other members of the group. And this gains the advantage of having more input, more creative ideas come forward, more responsibilities are shared, and the group becomes stronger because the leadership is diffused more. So at the beginning, the formation of the group identifies one or a small number of people, and they tend to be the flag wavers at the beginning. But when the group is firmly established, a flag bearer is chosen. And that flag bearer is the representative of the group. In some countries, the role of president is not really a political function in terms of lawmaking. Not really. It's more of a diplomatic function, almost like the marketing aspect of the country. Trying to interact with other countries, you need a representative, the flag bearer. And in countries, some countries, they have presidents which have political power, real clout, sending the country to war. But in other countries where the presidential position is simply symbolic, it's like the Queen of England, not a lot of political power really. These are flag bearers, and their function is to actually lose the sense they have of personal self-importance, to surrender to the cause, and to be so humble almost that they can wear the character, the personality of the group as if it were their own. So they diminish self-importance, self-presentation, self-expression, in order that group consciousness can find its expression through them. And there's a close tie-up between the qualities, the personalities of the individual and the ideal represented by the group. If the group, for example, is a country, then the representative of that country is what other people around the world see, and they think of the country very often in terms of the qualities of that person. And if that person is not very good at representing their country, then their country will suffer. So anybody who takes a position as a flag bearer in any group, not the country, but a family, head of the family, or chief executive of a company perhaps, or some smaller version of the idea. If you're the representative of your group, then your duty really is to be as humble as you can be, and the spokesperson for a set of ideals that the group has worked out together, and put your own ideas aside. So on a spiritual level, this is a very high principle, the principle of service to the point of self-sacrifice. It's rather Christ-like. It's not easy. And of course, the flag bearer is the first one shot in war. They're out the front waving a flag. The bullets are coming in their direction. So, and Christ, of course, paid that price too. We have to be careful not to get too lost in the honor that's bestowed to us if we're offered the task of being the leader of a situation. It looks tempting. Think twice, though. Think twice. Have you that broad a set of shoulders to carry the responsibility of being the first and being the spokesperson? But if you have, then the path, the spiritual path that you walk, is an accelerated one. This will take you very quickly into levels of self-confrontation and the challenge of surrender.